Welcome to the first episode of the Critical Crew podcast, where we don't give a shit what anyone thinks, and we're gonna speak our minds.
Good job.
Good job, Jade. So I think this is probably the most unique podcast situation out of anything I've probably seen or heard. So
Let's not oversell it.
It's totally unique. Never been done before.
So I don't know how old everybody is, but there was a show called The Real World.
Oh my god, I
picked
love The Real
7
World.
strangers to live in the house. We're basically the real world of K-pop podcasts.
Yeah.
We got 7 strangers from all around the world.
just across the world.
Are there actually 7 of us?
Yes.
So it's 4 of us here now, and then
Yes.
Egg and Aidan.
Yeah.
That's between
That's-
6
And then
or
Aubrey.
7. I don't know.
Yes,
the
that's close
exact
enough.
number.
7 people have the critical crew thing.
Yeah,
Dope.
Critical Crew.
Yeah.
Which, if everyone who's listening doesn't know, we all met because of the Truly Daebak Discord server,
Yes.
and that's the best
Amazing.
thing I can say about Truly Daebak, to be honest.
As they say, it is mucho lit.
Mutual Discord.
The Mucho Lit Discord.
Yeah. And
So it'd probably be really good for everybody to know our voices. So who wants to start off with their self-introduction first?
I mean, I can start.
no one.
No one speak at the same time.
Don't jump up at once.
Okay, I'll do it. I always
Okay.
volunteer to do things first, so. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
Jade. I'm from Kansas, which is the middle of the United States, if you don't know. I'm 23. That's about it. I've been into K-pop since 2011, late 2010. Then I left. I left in 2015 because I was like, this is not going well. Bye. And then I came back in the middle of this year, pretty much.
What made you leave?
I mean, newest.
2014.
2014 was genuinely terrible.
Yeah. I left as well, but I'll say more about that later.
Yeah,
That's when Jessica left Girls' Generation, isn't it?
yeah. I left right
That's when
before she
ladies-
left.
Remember when K-pop shut down for 5 months? Because, well, not 5 months. It was an exaggeration. It felt like it. But it was 5 weeks of no K-pop.
Yes, it
It
was
was a
horrible.
rough time.
Was it the fairy thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the Lady Code members died that year as well. It was
Oh, I
it was a
forgot about
bad
that.
time. I didn't. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I think the
So,
down.
Jade, who are some of your bias groups?
Well, of course, newest. If you I'm probably gonna make this Discord image thing with all our faces the screen, so you can see Baekho is my bias for all of time. I have literally followed newest since the day they debuted, and then when they got Japan zoned or China zoned, then Japan zoned, I'm done with this. So their redemption arc is my comeback
You're
to
the-
K-pop.
You're the first person I've ever heard say out loud that Newest is their favorite group.
No one says that.
I've just never heard anybody say that before.
I mean, there's not a lot of us international newest fans, which is why the Discord isn't super lit like the Truly Daebak one.
The newest Discord. That's the thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, well. Surely there's a Discord for everything.
Yeah, for sure there is these days.
I mean, there's already a Discord for
just
One
found-
Us.
I just found out about Discord whenever this one started. I'd never heard of it before. I thought it was new.
Yeah,
I think
same.
it's more like a PC gaming thing. At least
Yeah,
it started out that way.
That's how I joined it.
Yeah.
It was just gaming with friends, just the replacement for Skype. Essentially.
See, I did not even use Skype when that was popular. I'm telling you, I just grew up in the backwoods.
I use Skype for video chatting with family and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone. Skype's still good though. I don't
Well,
know if anyone uses it.
to finish up my intro, just like the
Oh,
other
yeah.
the other groups I'm into are like 101, Rest in Peace. I've been crying all day.
Alright.
And then
Abs.
17. And then the only girl group I'm super into is Mamamoo.
Yeah.
Mama.
I would be into Priston if Pledis wasn't such a fucking idiot. Like, the entire company is an idiot.
Every company.
Pledis is the worst. Like, it's weird because I feel like all the old K-pop fans can remember when we all were complaining about like SM being a terrible company, and now compared to everybody else, SM is kind of like the best. Besides like FX, if you're an FX fan, then they're the worst. But every other group, they kind of like just put out music all the time.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
I remember when people used to say that SM was only focused on visuals, that they didn't care about anything else. But, like, look at how great EXO's vocals are. You can't...
I mean, like all
Yeah.
SM groups, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, all their
I
vocals are
always
great.
found that weird that people said, yeah, SM's only visuals. I'm like, wait, that's never like how I thought about them as like just visuals.
I think SM, every group in SM, I believe, has like at least one outstanding vocalist. You can't say that about a lot of like K-pop groups, and especially not JYP.
Yeah.
They never have like. I think that Jiho maybe no wait, Jung K from 2PM is actually a really great vocalist, but like other than that, Miss A had no vocalist. Wonder Girls, you know, I love my girls, but sometimes Yeri was off pitch, and so was Sunye. So SM always has like great vocalists.
Agreed.
So who is like your ultimate bias, Jade?
Baekho. Easy.
The person in the shark mouth.
Yes.
He's a good bias to have. I really enjoyed him in Produce.
Yeah, Produce
No,
gave
I
him
didn't watch first
Produce
season.
gave him like the most horrible edit ever. He's like just the most soft person ever. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And I was really shocked when he didn't make the group. I was pretty mad. I think that's why I didn't get into 101 as much as possible, because I was really angry about him and JR not making the group.
No, you can't get too attached with those shows.
Yeah, I'm
There's
currently
I only
guy-
watched, yeah.
watching
There's
Idol
one guy,
Producer.
what's his name? I don't even know his name. He's like the second main vocalist or whatever. I never saw him in Produce 101. So I
Minhyun?
have no idea how he made that group.
Minhyun, yeah. It's crazy because he had so much like vocal chops and stuff, but they never showed him off. And like they gave him the cold emperor kind of treatment. They were like, "Oh, this guy's a really cold, mean guy." And like even at the concert last night,
Yeah.
they were talking about how they didn't get super close to him until the end because he was kind of cold. I'm like, wow.
Wow, you're really gonna do him like that? It's like, yeah, didn't really like him until like we had to leave.
He just has like the perfect visuals for Korea, and that's why he got in, probably.
I do think they wanted to do like a younger image group because Baekho does look like pretty old. Oh, and also, I'm gonna pronounce everybody's name wrong. I
Oh,
can only
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jade's gonna be on
Wouldn't
top
have
of
it
it
any other way.
because she like understands Korean.
I mean, like, newest
Oh, really?
isn't
Like-
even how you're supposed to pronounce it, but no one pronounces it the right way.
Is it New East?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it is
No West? I don't
New
know.
East. New East.
Oh no, of course not.
Newest.
I'm like, no, thank you. No, I'll just
You
say
just like
newest.
Pronounce everything.
Newest.
Aidan.
I speak Spanish, but my Spanish is like really bad just because I'm like, this is me. Get used to it. You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I took 3 years of Korean
Something
and I'm
I
still shit.
You're Korean, Jade?
No, I took 3 years of Korean and I'm still shit.
You learn something new about strangers on the internet every day.
I also took a semester of Chinese, but that's even worse.
Really? Don't even start with Chinese because Rob from the Discord would have like a fit if you pronounce the Chinese name wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't,
no.
even, don't even bother.
One time, he listens to I'm Pretty K-pop as well, and he sent me like a 3-page message about how I'm pronouncing a lot of like names wrong, mainly Hyuna. He's like, "That's not how you pronounce it. You sound like silly." I'm like, "You listen to my motherfucking show.
You
Turn the
get the.
motherfucker off then if you're mad."
A 3-page message from Rob is very on brand.
I'd be honored to get a 3-page message from Rob.
Okay, we need to have
I
a
love it.
disclaimer. We need to have a disclaimer for Rob. We do not care
Yeah.
if we get things wrong.
No. I want to read some. Rob, please, if you're listening.
Send it. So who's next? I'll go next since I talk a lot, I guess. So my name is Joccarri. I'm from Houston, the home of Beyonce and the home of Joccarri, the young hero. Uh,
The young hero.
I just want to save the whole world. Uh, if any of the 7 people who listen to my podcast recognize my voice, I do a podcast called Unpretty K-pop. Uh, our podcast started around the same time as Truly Daebak did, so we were kind of like friends growing up. Like I met them like on Twitter and stuff, so we always would like tweet each other's shows and stuff. So they're like pretty close. Like I really like those guys, and
The
they
homies.
have like they have like 100 episodes, and we have 47 episodes. So you can see who's like consistent.
That's why they have the
But
mutual Discord.
yeah, but yeah. So I really enjoy. I just like K-pop in general. I started listening in 2012. The first group that really got me into K-pop was Miss A when I Don't Need a Man. I don't know, like
Great song.
yeah, I'm just like a ratchet in my heart and soul. So any song that's about not needing anybody, like this is fucking anthem of my life. And then I really, really, really got into K-pop when I Got a Boy came out on January 1st, 2013. I
That was
listened to
so
that
epic.
song
Oh my
from
god.
maybe 7. I listened to it for about 7 hours straight one day.
Damn.
I was the original Aidan. Aidan was like 9 years old when that song came out. But yeah, so my bias group, like hands down, is Shiny. Even though like I didn't like their songs that they came out with this year, to be honest. Uh,
Yeah.
they're still like my number one. I'll fight anybody. Like I'll like drive to your house and kick your ass if I catch you talking shit about Shiny. Uh,
Oh no.
that is my they're my number one group. My number one ultimate bias is Park Boom. She's problematic. Uh, her voice is problematic. Like everything about Park Boom is problematic, and I think that's why I love her. And like half of the fun of 21's comeback from like 2013 to 2015 was checking to see what Park Boom's face would be like.
It's different every time.
Yeah,
Something
falling,
new.
falling in love. I was like, wow, that's a good face. Do you love me? I'm like, no. Let's cancel that one. And then come back home. I was like, good face, girl. So,
Yeah.
but nobody make fun of Park Boom because I'll get sensitive. And I just love K-pop in general. It's like
Yeah.
an escape for me. Uh, I also these days really love Luna
Yeah.
and Red Velvet.
Luna.
I think I'm like a connoisseur. I kind of like dip my hand in like everything. I'm kind of been a little turned off by some of the new groups, just because there's so many that come out now that it's hard to keep up with.
Yeah, you
But
just pick a few.
yeah, so I'm in. I know a lot of like all the brain space that's supposed to be used for like sports and like actual useful knowledge is filled up with K-pop. So
Yeah.
That is
I know
exactly with me
birthdays, I
too.
know zodiac signs, I know B
Uh,
sides.
blood types.
I don't know blood types because I haven't
Well.
figured out how that plays into zodiac signs yet. But once I do, like, I'm gonna be all in. So that's me, Joccarri, and I'm from the south of
From the south.
America, but not like South America, just like the south
Yeah.
of
U.S.
the real America.
Real. Well.
Who from South America is like, I'm American? No, you're Brazilian. Shut up.
Nah.
Okay, I'm done.
But let's be honest, who in Canada even
Uh,
says they're American?
That's
We're like
very true.
Mexico.
North American.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. That's not a thing.
Should I go next? I guess.
Sure, go for it.
I'm Marlon from
Marlon.
Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, and I got into K-pop around 2012 because of Gangnam Style.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so like you go on Gangnam Style. So next on recommended was Bubble Pop, and I'm like, all right, let's get on this. This is great. You know, then like move go down that YouTube rabbit hole uh, to Sistar, and then eventually like my first bias group was Girls' Generation.
As it should be.
Good choice, good
Yeah,
choice.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah,
everyone's
and that
is.
kind of like hard like were for Girls' Generation for like until like 2015. Oh, like until the incident that was 2014. But yeah, it was all Girls' Generation, and then after 2014, I kind of like 2015 and 2016, I didn't really listen to K-pop that much. I kind of listened to solo artists a bit more, like Dean and Crush
Mhm.
and all that. Um, and then for some reason, I my friends were like showing me stuff, and they showed me Twice, and I was like, all right, I'm back in
Oh,
it. So
it's
like,
twice the group that got you back into K-pop.
yeah, for a little bit, I was into Twice,
What
and
song is it
then
that got you back?
it was TT.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Okay, that's like their best song, I guess.
That's my favorite
yeah,
song.
yeah, and then yeah, followed them for a bit, and until Luna came around into my heart, and
That,
actually that was like around before their debut. Like I like always listened to them on Spotify because I could show up on my thing and I'd be like, all right, this is cool group, cool music. And I didn't ever think to like, oh hey, I should just look up the MVs because like really lazy and I don't actually watch MVs that much.
mm,
So I binged all of Luna in one night and,
Damn.
and then I was like, yeah,
so
sweet.
when was this? Who was out at the time when you binged all of it?
It was everyone. It was just before the debut. Like it was around favorite.
Oh, so you don't. That's around the time I came in. Like I came in right before Go On single came out, and
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody says. One and Only is a fucking bop.
I
Um,
didn't like One and Only at first, but now I love it. I don't know. I didn't really like the One and Only.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually I'm just like, I love Go On. So, so this is great. It just really grew on me.
sorry,
Yeah,
One and Only is full of like sub vocal and sub rap, which is
yeah,
why I proclaim her to be the greatest sub vocalist and sub rapper of all time.
she's the greatest.
Yeah.
um, yeah. So now I'm just really into Luna. I didn't talk about boy groups, but like I was into EXO and Shiny and all that at the same time, just like less so.
EXO is a good group. EXO is
Yeah,
probably the only group I love their music, but I don't care about them.
Same.
EXO's the only group I have like a male bias for. And that's
Who's your bias
Kyungsu.
with EXO?
Kyungsu.
Same.
Dio.
Oh,
Dio's the
The
best.
man. The man.
he's such a
I
good
do.
singer. It makes me angry.
Yeah. I want his voice. It's like
Yeah.
what I want my voice to sound like.
You do sing really well though, Marlon.
Well,
Thank you.
I've seen
Thank
like
you.
your Instagram videos.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Every,
Follow my Instagram. For
I don't know if you know this or not, but like every black person can sing. So that's like a high compliment coming from a black. Oh, I'm black, everybody.
Wow.
Okay.
I think every Filipino can sing.
That's true.
That's
I
the
think the
thing.
black people and Asians are so close to each other and like just overall being that we need to like unify more.
Yeah. All right. On to Baron.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Barron. Uh, I guess I'm a little bit different than the normal K-pop demographic in that I'm 28 and I'm a corporate attorney.
Oh,
Uh,
Hey,
so I got into
yeah.
K-pop back in college in 2011, and I actually got into it through the game StarCraft. So I
Oh,
like to watch a lot of StarCraft streams, and a lot of the pro players were Korean or liked Korean things, obviously. And
yeah.
some of them played K-pop on their streams, and I listened to Girls' Generation G, and I was like, oh man, this is pretty dope.
the best
Yeah.
thing you've ever heard.
And then I got sucked into it and became a SNSD fan for many years. Got into
Yes.
some other soloists, like I,
Can't
that
Yeah.
pretty
relate.
much kept me in. I've been following K-pop the whole time. Never really like left or anything, but I get most of my news through like Reddit/r K-pop. So sometimes
Yeah.
it's a little bit girls group biased. So my knowledge of boy groups for the most part is very limited. It's a little bit
Yeah.
different this year, but
I'm
Jade's been helping
converting
me.
you. I'm converting
Yeah.
you.
With Jade, we can learn together
I feel like this entire podcast is.
what boys are about.
I feel like this entire
I should
podcast is
really enter
just.
into that boy group thing.
Yeah. Everyone is just started as an SNSD stan. That's all. All of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you want to know the most difficult part of being like an SNSD fan for me was? It was like 2000, what was that, 15? When 21 and SNSD came out at the same time, like with their albums.
Uh,
When Mr. Mister and Come Back Home came out. That was like the most stressful time of my K-pop life. Well, not really, but it was.
I am not a S or 21 fan, so that was not a problem for me.
Uh,
Aaron.
why does this Discord hate 21?
I don't hate
All I know is
21.
I think I gave them the lowest rating of anybody in the last rating we did.
I
I
realized
went through
Oh,
and
yeah.
I looked at that chart and I was so disappointed.
I
was
realized I like
You guys
them.
have no quality.
I realized I like them more
I
in the past, but I don't like them as much now as I did then.
Yeah, that's what I found. I thought I was really gonna give them a high score, but like, I was like, oh, this isn't as good as I remember.
Yeah, I don't think their songs aged as well as some other groups, like Shinies or SNSD.
Yeah, it's crazy. Replay sounds like it could have come out at any time. That song is just so like legendary and classic that it sounds like it could come out like today and be a hit.
Yeah.
So I love it. I see Egg just said that his Rumble ended. He'll be ready for court.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
we can get in,
I'm
get in on
gonna-
this.
I'm gonna send him the message to say that he can just let me know when he's ready.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention my age. I'm turning 21 in 2 days.
Oh wow!
Hey,
Oh, happy birthday.
happy early birthday. You're an Aquarius.
Yeah.
You see?
Thank
right
you.
up the top of my head.
Aquarius. Yeah, gotta figure out how that runs. Connects to blood type and personality.
Yeah, pretty soon I'll have it down pat. Every
Get
Aquarius
some
has
charts
AB.
out.
Oh, I did forget to mention my age. I'm right under you. I'm 27. My birthday is December 31st.
Oh
Funny
wow.
story. Robin and I have the same birthday.
Oh.
How is it having a birthday so close to Christmas? Did you get screwed on
You,
gifts growing up?
yeah. So here's the thing. Everyone is always like, "Oh, on Christmas they're like, oh, I'll get you something for your birthday," and then for my birthday, they're like, "Didn't I get you something for Christmas?" It's like, "Bitch, it was 6 days ago. How can you forget?" But the
Double
advance,
presents.
yeah, which ended up being like no presents. But the cool thing about it, I'm really, really positive. I believe in like the best. So I just believe that it taught me to be like really humble and have like a lot of humility because it's never my day. And New Year's Eve is such a big day that everyone's always doing stuff. So,
That's true.
yeah,
It's very wise.
My birthday
yeah,
my birthday
you
sometimes
know,
falls on Easter, and so that's the only cool thing that happens with my birthday.
when's
Does
your
it ever
birthday?
does it ever fall on Mother's Day?
No, my birthday's March 27th.
Oh, you're an Aries.
Yeah, me and my brother. My
Yeah,
poor parents.
When is your birthday, Baron?
It is the same day as SNSD Taeyeon, March 9th.
Oh, my
You're a
bias.
Pisces?
She's exactly 1 year older than me.
1 year.
That's so it's kind of like weird because all of the people that's like my age now into the military. I know it's super silly, but I feel like me, King, and Minho have like a connection because we're all born in '91 and they're both going to the military this year. So it's got me looking at my life so differently. I'm like, oh my God, I got to go to the military soon.
Join the
I'm not
military.
ready. My best friend, who's a month older than me, actually did just go to the military right before Christmas. So
Well,
hopefully we have the Space Force open up pretty soon so I can join the military.
Are there any male idols that do the military service like before they debut?
Yes,
That would seem like it would make sense.
there was one on Produce 101, Moonbok. He had like really long hair.
Hmm.
He
oh yeah.
he went before that, and he's about to debut in a group. There's someone
Is he
that
really?
yeah
I'm so
Didn't he have a
happy for
bad
him.
audition?
Oh, it was terrible.
yeah it was pretty bad. He basically made it as far as he did just because he became a meme.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
There was one group that nobody knows. They came from the same company as Crayon Pop called Alphabet, and the
oh my
leader of
gosh, I remember
Alphabet
them.
went to the military
I've
before.
never heard of them before.
Well, that's
Oh, they are bad. So each member of Alphabet was named after like the Greek letters. So they had Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta.
I do military services good. That'd be me.
You do what?
I like if I was Korean, I'd do that straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get over and done with.
but maybe
Didn't the
maybe they don't think of it like that since it's something that they have to do. It's like
um
an
Yeah.
obligation.
normal Koreans go in after their first year of college?
Oh, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird that you interrupt college for it.
Because you don't want to have to take the exams again to get into college because they're so
That's
difficult. So they make sure to get in first, and then they go.
interesting. How long is
Hmm.
the service? It's like 2 years?
Yeah,
Not quite two
it's like
years
2 years.
anymore.
And then you just get really into girl groups during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
I love watching like the videos of girl groups performing for troops. It's like they go crazy for it. It's beautiful.
What group was it where they like all started running at a girl? I can't remember.
I feel like that happens a lot.
It was
I
really
think
funny.
every girl group gets that reaction.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen those?
It's just like
Have you ever seen the
if I
video?
find it later, I'll show it.
Have you seen the videos of like guy groups going in to like record for shows, and there's like one fanboy just yelling at them? It is the most hilarious thing.
That would be me 100% for Shiny. At
They're
the
Yeah.
Shiny concert, so I am like 6'5", and I'm large and black. So at the Shiny concert in
Yeah.
Dallas, and I feel like I pay all this money. I'm gonna live my best life at concerts. So I'm just like standing up. Some girl, she was like, "Can you move?" I was like, no, shut the
No.
fuck up.
No.
I'm like, no, girl, move, go to the aisle. I have like, I have my shiny concert footage on my phone. Like some days, like I'll just like watch it.
A little pick me up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. I've never been to a K-pop concert.
Me neither.
I
you
have
know,
not either.
Yeah.
y'all gotta do it.
It's so far
It's
away.
really
Like,
like, well, sorry about you, Marlon, because they never go to Australia.
yeah, pretty much.
I
It's rough.
considered buying tickets for Red Velvet in New York, but I haven't bought them yet. Still might, but
Mm.
I wish they actually performed in Manhattan and not like in New Jersey, because I don't like going over to New Jersey. Oh, I live in
Yeah.
New York, by the way.
You
Baron,
live in New York now?
Yeah.
Baron,
Oh,
don't
okay.
even talk to me about distance to get to anywhere. I'm either,
Hey man, it is like 10 miles away. That's really far.
for me, it's either Chicago or
I feel like
Texas. And that's 8 hours away.
Yeah, I'm sitting here complaining about crossing a river, and you guys gotta like fly to go anywhere.
like 10 minutes in like Texas time is like a 2 hour drive. So it takes me like 3 hours to get to Dallas to go. That's where all the K-pop concerts come to, which is weird because Dallas is the worst place I know.
How come they go to Dallas and
Worse.
not Houston? Isn't there a larger Asian population in Houston?
Yeah, and we have like huge Korean festivals all the time here. So I have no idea. It's probably, oh, you know what? Because the airport, they can fly directly into Dallas from Korea.
Uh,
Yeah.
Right.
So Red Velvet is also one of my favorite groups, and I was gonna buy the concert tickets, but like I said, my best friend went to the military, and his graduation from the military is the exact same day as Red
Oh,
Velvet.
that's rough.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta give him shit for that.
Well, I still haven't decided which one I'm going to yet. So
Ah. Well,
Who's your
on
favorite
one
Red
hand,
Velvet member?
it's so low. That's a loaded. It's not Wendy.
it's
Whoa.
not it's not Wendy.
Well, she is a little bit like
Wait,
problematic.
The
wait,
thing
wait, wait.
is like I love Wendy, but I hate her at the same time. She's such like a great person and like, so talented, but then it's like sometimes I'm like, fuck you, Wendy. It's not Yeri. What did you just post?
Oh, Wendy, Jeff.
That's what I see when I think of Wendy all the time.
It's Wendy. Nah.
See, with girl
Sugi, best member of Red
Yes.
Velvet.
with
100%
girl
confirmed.
groups, like I listen to Red Velvet. I listen to Red Velvet, but I know none of the members. That's how it is
Really?
with like all girl groups for me.
Wait, Red Velvet, you really should learn the members because they all add something different.
No, just like
Irene,
Silky. That's fine.
Yeah.
Irene is
Yeah.
like my bias of Red Velvet. The thing about Irene though, like she has her moments where she really gets into the. Irene, I don't think is like great at performing when she's not with the entire group. But when she's inside of like the group with her girls, she's really good.
Hmm.
Sugi, but Irene's my bias. Just I don't know. I just love Irene.
I think Sugi's just everything.
Mhm.
She's
Just
so
brings it all.
Oh,
she's
Puts
so
100%.
talented.
we never said what
Yeah.
your guys' biases in your favorite groups. What are your guys' biases in your groups?
Taeyeon, Girls' Generation.
Word, Taeyeon. I
Word.
think we have the same bias as Marlon.
Yeah. Luna, I don't know. Hustle, I think.
Mine's Chu and Luna.
Mine
It's
is
either yeah.
it's like Kim Lip is my sole bias, but like I don't know. I really love all of Luna. It's just like Girls' Generation. It's different. Like it's weird. So Taeyeon is like my number two ultimate bias, right under Park Boom, right? But my favorite member of Girls' Generation as a whole is Sunny, and then Girls' Generation OGG is Yeri. So it's weird.
I think I
Yeah.
mentioned it in
They're
the
just all great.
I think I mentioned in the
Yeah.
Discord something a few days ago. Like, I feel like it's harder to pick a bias in groups that you're super invested in than it is for like
Yeah.
a new group, because it's like, oh, I don't care so much. That's the one that stands out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
like
guess I
super
do.
invested in Red Velvet, so that's probably why. Like, it's so easy. Like in EXO as well. It's like I haven't really explored the other members. Like they're just the first person that like caught my eye,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I mean,
My bias is usually just like whoever catches my eye first.
Yeah.
yeah, I barely even
I
listen
usually
to.
go for like the most talented members. Like me, I really, really care about people's like vocal ability. That's like
Yeah.
a big
Best
thing to me.
vocal.
So usually, like the main vocalist will be Irene is so weird because she's not the best at anything in the group except for like hotness, I guess. But
I,
but she's
like
just
my
cool.
bias in Twice is Sana, and she's not like the best at anything in the group, but like she's
Aegyo maybe?
yeah, just a natural cutie.
Fun
She's
fact:
cute.
Sana's birthday is one day before mine,
Wow.
December 30th.
It's the same sign.
Yeah, Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Do you guys like notice?
Who's my twice bias?
Do you notice trends in
It's
your biases? Because like I notice that all the time. I like people who write for their songs or the short guys. Yeah.
Woozy.
I was
Woozy.
just gonna say.
You just described Woozy.
I know. That's why he's my perfect bias.
I only know who he is because of our woozy emote in Discord.
Really?
Yeah.
I think like in the next like week or so, I'm gonna get really into 17. Like it's
I
happening.
am ready. I love 17. Like 17,
Yeah.
they have like really cool members, and they had like a pre-debut show that was really great, and
Yeah.
one of the best moments in K-pop history. So the show, they didn't know who was going to be in like the group exactly. Well,
Oh,
no,
really?
never mind. They did. It was like they were trying to earn their spot to debut or whatever, right? So at the
Right.
end of the show, uh, the second main vocalist or whatever, they were performing their song "Shining Diamond," except for the boy was like bawling his eyes out, and like he could not be consoled, but he was still dancing, like crying. It was hilarious.
Oh wait, that reminds me of the key, uh, um, that gif, of, like key crying, but it's like jamming sadly or something.
17.
I remember when Shining won their I used to love watching the Mamas, but this year I was not really into it at all. But when Shiny won like the Artist of the Year or whatever, and they all started crying, like uh, shed a tear, a single tear.
Yeah. Yeah. When they cry, you cry.
Yeah. Uh,
If you're like,
let's see,
if
what else can we talk about to get to know each other more in our K-pop lives?
well, I gotta tell you, Marlon,
Ooh,
if you wanna get
who's
if you wanna get into 17, and you watched any of Produce 101 season 2,
Right.
Samuel from like Produce, he was in so much of their like pre debut stuff, and it's
yeah?
hilarious because he's so short.
It's because he
Right.
was like literally like 10 years old,
I
and
know.
all the members were like 15,
Oh,
16.
let me see if I can get Aidan to come in because he just was on the Discord.
Oh sweet, another Aussie. I actually don't know how old Aiden is. People say he's really young.
I think he's like
He's
17 or 18.
I think he's 17, yeah.
Wow.
Little
Do you think he's
babies.
gonna? Jade,
Youngin.
you're gonna edit this podcast, right?
Yes. Well, I
Leave
mean,
it all
like,
in. Leave it in.
I'm leaving everything in since I said that we were going to start the podcast. So, like, this is all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm trying to think if I gave out too much personal information.
Nah.
Not enough.
Nah.
No.
Let's see, my social security number. Do you all
What do
have
y'all?
social security numbers in Australia?
We have a text file number. Is that the same thing?
Like a national ID number.
Nah, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. But I'll say it. Maybe Aiden knows. He's younger than me, but he's probably.
He seems like it. He knows all the history facts.
Yeah.
He's like a 70-year-old in like a
Yeah.
17-year-old's body.
Yeah.
Oh, I know a difficult question that, like me, I'm really subjective, and like I have like definite opinions about things. So, who's your least favorite member? And like one,
And like
Your
our
least
oh,
favorite.
you know what? I'll do this even more fun. If you had like, let's say, so most of us like SNSD, right? So
Sure.
if we had to make an SNSD group with just four members, who would you choose?
oh god,
4 members.
this is hard.
Um.
Are we taking into account like chemistry? Like,
Uh,
like I really like Taeyeon and Jessica, but I know they don't like each other. Is my understanding. So like,
That's
is this
alright.
like a
They can.
basketball team? Like if there's bad chemistry, they're not gonna perform well together.
uh,
Yeah,
uh,
it's gonna end sadly if you
Locker
put
room
together
cancer.
people that.
let's see.
Okay, I think I
I'm
I
trying
have
to
my
think.
list.
So, you have your list already, Jade?
Yeah, these are just my favorite members. So there you go.
I'm like,
Um,
my only dilemma is whether I include Tiffany or not.
Sometimes I like Tiffany, sometimes I don't like Tiffany.
okay,
I
To
do
be
like
honest,
Tiffany.
maybe this is a controversial opinion. I don't like it when she speaks English. I prefer she just not speak English.
same, same.
Does
I'm
she have
used
like a
to
Valley
it
Girl
now.
accent?
Yeah, she's like a stereotypical California girl accent.
Well,
I'm a
you'd
little
love
more
that
used
Baron.
to it now, though. Let's see.
It's too real for Baron.
It is. I knew like a lot of those people growing up.
That's like when Chan from Stray Kids does his like Aussie thing. I'm like, nah,
Oh,
mate, stop, stop.
I'm not, I'm not an Aussie, but I know that his accent is extra. I'm like, wow, that's
He
bad.
puts it on for sure. I
My
think I have
name's
stronger accents
Bangkok.
than me. You just,
You,
if I could
you know,
do
two members who I never like have ever seen like really interact before in Girls' Generation, Taeyeon and Yeri. If you can find me a video of the two of them, like, well, not recently because I'm that like girls' forest or whatever. They did hang out, but before that, I never saw Taeyeon and Yeri like together.
yeah.
I feel like it was a split in Girls' Generation. You had like the Jessica members, then you had the Taeyeon members, and then you had like people in the middle. Like, well, I still feel like Sunny was more like a Jessica member.
Mm.
So I feel like Taeyeon is going to be in everybody's list
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's the
to
best.
be in there.
Actually, she's not in my
putting Taeyeon
list.
in there.
Whoa!
What?
That's insane. She's too good on her own. She doesn't need other members.
Okay,
I think you need to go last, Jade. So I'll go. So let's see. I would take Taeyeon because her voice just makes everything sound great,
hmm
right?
hmm
Yeah.
Then I would pick Sohyun because only recently did I realize like how great and well-rounded she is.
yes.
So I would
I'm with you
take
so
her.
far.
Then I would take Yuri because Yuri has like powerful charisma, and I feel like if Yuri really wanted to, she'd probably be really good at it. And
Mm.
then, shit, it's like a toss-up between the last. Uh, this is a lot, and I'm gonna go with Sunny just because she can. She's like a good in-between vocalist, I guess.
Mm.
It's a good list.
That was a little bit more difficult than it needed to be.
Just well, I think I'll go next.
Okay,
Taeyeon.
yeah, of course.
It's a given. But not for Jade for some reason. uh, next I'd probably put Soo Young. She's
So good.
because Soo Young. She's like my second bias in Girls' Generation,
And she's
and I
like a
think she's
main vocalist in Japanese
yeah.
SNSD. I love it.
Oh, so you get that Japanese market. That's great.
Yeah.
I really like Soyeon's voice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And next member, I think Sunny. I don't know, I like Sunny.
come through.
Yeah.
Let's go with this.
Sunny.
I approve.
Okay, so
So-
Taeyeon for sure, number 1.
Yes.
Number 2, Soyeon.
Okay.
Great pick, good pick. Number 3, go controversial here, go Jessica.
I
Even
can
though,
see Jessica.
even though it throws up the team chemistry, I'm a big fan of like her voice on a lot of those early SNSD songs. So
Yeah.
gotta try
Yeah.
and reunite it. And last one, probably Sunny. Like I think that's like the vocal lineup.
Yeah.
I think that SNSD, like, I think that Jessica should have been the leader because remember, like, in the early days, like, I remember Jessica giving everybody a pep talk about like practicing hard and stuff.
That's
So
ironic.
Mm.
what?
Like there's always like those compilations of her like being really lazy and stuff, isn't there?
Well, that's like the later stuff, but in the very beginning, like pre-debut, Jessica was like really like active. Like it was one time, I forget, I think it was Hoyeon. Hoyeon wasn't really like active, and Jessica pulled her to the side and was like, "Do you want to be a part of this group? You need to like focus." And I feel like
Get your
if
shit
Jessica,
together.
yeah, because Jessica really did get overlooked a lot in SNSD, and I feel like if she was the leader, then Taeyeon could have still been like the great vocalist that she is and got the shine, but then Jessica could have also had like something as well.
Okay, I want to hear Jade's list now.
Okay,
Let's
So-
hear it.
this list has nothing to do with like compatibility because I don't really
Yeah.
know if they're compatible or
Okay.
not. These are just
We'll tell you
like
if they're not.
how like their skills that I like together. Okay, so
Yeah.
my bias is Sohyun, so of course Sohyun
choice.
has to
Okay.
be in there. And then Jessica, because I do like her Korean vocals. I don't really like her singing in English, but
Yeah.
and
I agree with you.
and then Yeri because she's a good dancer, and I
Yes.
feel like that would like round out the group. And then Sunny is my last person because I love her on Variety.
Sunny.
I feel like all of our choices were pretty similar, and like we all left the same members out.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Hoyeon. I love her, but you know, I like her. I think she's funny. I think she's cool. The thing is,
Yeah.
she's the main dancer, but her dancing, like in the group, has never stood out for me.
Yeah.
There's
I
never been.
don't
and,
like her singing that much.
Yeah, that it's pretty bad. I'm used to her singing, but it's not great.
Wait, who else do we leave out?
Yuna, nobody picked Yuna.
I mean, she
Oh,
seems like
yeah.
the useless member to me, honestly.
Yeah, like I think she's there because she's like the face, but I'm not sure what else she provided.
I
Yuna's
mean-
a great dancer, though.
Is
She's
she though?
she's fluent in Chinese or Mandarin.
Is she? Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
damn.
super fluent.
That
Yuna's,
surprises
like,
me.
She's the ultimate visual to me. Like, I don't think that there'll be a that I think is prettier than Yuna.
No.
In my eyes, like I think it's because I think of SNSD really as like the pinnacle of girl groups that like each member is like I don't know. Who
She's-
do you
yeah.
think is a better visual than Yuna?
Well, she's got
I
like
think-
the girl next door look to her, but like not like the like I think like Irene from Red Velvet more attractive, but I think it's a different look. Like it's not the same.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm well, it's all like personal taste. I'm like, I think I always thought Sooyoung was like the visual of the group.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
think
not
she's the
early
most,
too young.
she's the most striking member. Like she was like one of the first ones I was able to identify.
Yeah.
I feel like
And,
Sooyoung.
like, I even
I feel like she's
Was
like the
not
forgotten
as
member.
visual.
I feel like Sooyoung's the forgotten
Yeah,
member
remember.
unless you get to
Sure.
Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they started their Japanese stuff, Sooyoung really started standing out for me. Galaxy Supernova is her song to me.
That song is amazing. That's a top 3 or 5 song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you cannot be Galaxy Supernova.
Okay, if we're done with the
Who
SNL.
else did we not choose? Oh, Tiffany.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Tiffany.
Jacob's
I-
gonna kill us.
I really hated Tiffany and I Got a Boy. I'm not gonna like the part where the guy was like wiping her mouth and she smiled. That really turned me off. I was like, oh my god, who is this bitch? Get her
I
out.
haven't watched that music video in years. I can't even remember it now.
Her
But
her accent is
I
just
really
so
like-
strong.
Yeah.
Even in Korean, it's
Oh.
super American sounding. I can't.
What's
It-
Oh,
up?
really?
Didn't they used to make fun of her at the beginning because she would always mispronounce words as other words or like say the wrong words?
Yeah, back
That's
in the
rough.
day. They
Um,
wouldn't even let her go on a lot of variety shows because her Korean so bad.
oh no. I thought it was. I thought I really liked Tiffany and like G and Into the New World.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have
I
that
didn't even
short
notice
hair.
her in those.
Oh, really? I liked her hair.
I mostly noticed her because like her and Taeyeon are like BFFs, so like I'd watch Taeyeon stuff and then she'd be there by association.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like Taney.
Yeah.
That.
I just feel like I would be really good friends with Taeyeon.
You reckon?
I don't know. She's just the greatest, the bee's
She
knees.
she uploaded like 15 new videos to her YouTube channel like yesterday and today.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta look this up. I
She's
gotta
been on
watch
a
it.
rampage, just like uploading all sorts of shit.
Was it like
Supposedly-
she
Wait,
lost her YouTube details and then got
Yeah.
them back recently?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
created it like a couple years ago and then posted nothing. And then she posted like 5 videos a couple days or like, a couple weeks ago, and then she posted like a bunch more recently. I haven't watched them yet.
Tengu TV, is that it?
Yeah.
Let's give that a subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the exact same thing.
Okay,
I didn't even know this was.
if we're done with the SNSD talk at the moment, I can add Aidan to the call so he can introduce himself.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
Let's add him in. Have you guys ever thought about how Jesse would sound in Girls' Generation?
Oh my
No, I have
god. And you thought
Yeah.
Tiffany's accent was too bad. Like,
Imagine Jesse and like Into the New World. Saram hey na ina na ina go. It'd be
Nice introduction.
DJ,
Oh, shit.
bring it up to 140.
We have a youngin.
Do we?
Yeah.
Hi, Aidan. This is Joccarri. I'm from Australia as well.
I'm so glad the leave call button is so big. It really gives me ample time. I don't know if that's an introduction process. I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Okay, so introduce yourself and tell us your age, maybe, and your bias groups.
Like how you got into K-pop.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
and
Oh
what-
yeah, yeah. Thanks,
your
Marlon, for
K-pop
giving us
story.
more than 3 seconds worth of introductions. Yeah, I'm Aidan. I am 17 years old, and I got into K-pop through the radio. My bias
Yes.
groups are Luna, and that's it.
They play K-pop on the radio in Australia.
Was it
Yeah.
SBS? Yeah, SBS.
SBS.
maybe.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, the groups come down here.
Yeah, do they come to Melbourne? Dude, you're getting Blackpink, guaranteed.
Nah,
And
they'll come down
Eric
to
Nam's
Sydney.
coming to Melbourne. Dude, Eric Nam's coming to Melbourne.
Eric Nam though?
And
Yeah.
Brisbane.
I thought he was going to Sydney. He wasn't?
No, he's going to all the eastern states for whatever reason. Imagine going to Queensland. I wouldn't go to Queensland, like willingly. Not even for a tour. I wouldn't.
Just
Nah,
be
shit.
in Queensland.
Why is the name Queensland? Did the Queen live
It's
there?
owned by the Queen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Britain.
Wait,
still
so it's
owns
Queensland.
part of the country?
I don't fucking know what's named Queensland. One of the states is named Victoria. It's also named after a queen.
And no one understands.
Who's
have,
your
Like, there's no consistent naming convention. I mean, Western Australia is just Western Australia. We just
Yeah,
couldn't
no-
be fucked with that one. We're like, yeah, it's to the west.
South Australia.
So,
People
Aidan,
know.
I love how
I think the
Aidan's favorite topic is Australia. That's the first thing I talk to him about on the server.
every time.
It's a great place.
I'm not the one that brings it up. I'm never the one that brings it up. It's always someone else.
Yeah.
Aidan, I think the most pressing question I have for you is like, when your streams are outrageous, do you actually sit down and listen to the songs for that amount of
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, they're in the
Or
background.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't mute my song. Otherwise, I just wouldn't play them. I don't
Really?
see the point of faking Last FM streams, to be honest. Like,
Do you know like every like rhythm and sound to 17 tones?
I actually can probably write it down now. I can write it down myself. Each note, each key.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on my impression right now of all 13. Is it 13? I wouldn't be able to tell. 13 members, yeah? 13 or 14.
Is 17 your bias group?
Dude, I've never
be.
listened to a 17 album track. I've not listened to one. Ever. I've listened to every title track the instant they come out, and I've never listened to an album.
This
Yeah,
album's so
actually
good.
not that great,
You need to
so
listen
you're
to
not
this
missing.
album. It's good.
This album's great. I love it. I love
Nate said
the
it
first
was
track.
okay, and this is coming from Nate, who has only good things to say.
I really like drip drip my chili sauce.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's just really
Oh.
good.
It just
Is
makes
that what
it.
people have
lyrics.
been memeing about? I haven't listened to it yet.
It makes it even
Good to Me
funnier.
is a really good song. Though.
It's just.
The first,
I listened
first track.
to Getting Closer. I don't like it. I listened to it because I had an MV.
Getting Closer
sound
has
like-
like one
It's
really
like one
good
good part.
vocal run.
I liked like the first 40 seconds, and then I just got annoyed. So it's probably the only 17 track I don't like. That and first one, I don't know what it was called. Shine and Diamond? Some shit.
I literally know that song, but the only thing that can come up in my head is Rihanna "Shine Bright Like a Diamond."
Yeah, it kind of does ruin your song name when it's so easy to
Yeah.
find something else. That's another thing. There's tons of groups that just have shit names. Like you Google them and they just don't come up. Like Nature. I searched up Nature. It just comes up with the Wikipedia definition of nature and like animals and shit. I'm like, you've really you've played yourselves. Same with Red Velvet. Though they come up because they're popular enough now. They're
Yeah.
the second result right after the cake.
When they first came out, like all you could find was Red Velvet Cake.
Red Velvet. K-pop.
Yeah, you gotta add a prefix. You know, a group shouldn't make you do that.
Like, God forbid you search red velvet ice cream cake, you're getting nothing.
Yeah, you're looking for a recipe and you find some weird ass music video.
I'm gonna post a picture on the Discord. When Red Velvet Ice Cream Cake came out, I was running like an ice cream shop, and we had a Red Velvet Cake ice cream. So I watched the video for the first time while eating ice cream. I'm gonna,
Just living the good life.
yeah.
That's too many layers for me. I'm not that dedicated. See, when I search
bullshit,
it
you're
twice,
not
it comes up with
dedicated.
3 music videos. It comes up a Wikipedia article, the JYP entity. I'm gonna search up nature.
You're the most dedicated person I know, Aidan.
Comes up with nature.com. Wikipedia on the side says nature in the broadest sense is the natural physical, even in like other search results, it doesn't come up with the K-pop group. It just says biophysical environment, family, reality, magic. The nature band is on page 2 of Google. Very first
Page
one.
2?
Just nipped off by springernature.com or whatever the fuck that is.
I don't think I've ever listened to a nature song before.
No, never.
No? I have. They mostly covered, don't they?
No, I listened to whatever the first one was, and I was like, this is bad. And then I closed the YouTube video like a minute in.
I think what was really funny is that they went on was it After School Club? And they showed the segment of like fan art, and for nature they made a mistake and they showed like lunar fan art.
Is that like a lunar diss? Is that both ways? I heard it's both ways, man. Don't.
Nah, it was great. We got to see more lunar stuff. Just
That's the only way they get into the mainstream when the broadcasting system fucks up. They're like, oh shit, that is.
Like, oh, sorry,
Can't
we
let them on TV again.
someone just really stand Luna, and they're like, who's nature? Just put some art up.
I love the Luna sub during downtime. It's shit like hi slime green screen that came out 3 hours ago. I'm like, bro, there's better things to do. Or drawings of Jinsol that look like 7 different people and not Jinsol. You know? Yes. We're kind of starved for content right now. I
Alright.
suppose that's a true flow group. We also have a new person.
Yeah,
and
Egg
they should start
joined.
speaking.
Hi,
Hey
Egg.
guys,
What's up?
Oh, is that?
I'm
Hello.
Eggroll, Mighty Eggroll, aka Caneva, aka the Magnificent One, aka the Kentucky Gentleman.
Kentucky gentleman.
You can call me,
Hey, Egg.
you can call
Are
me
you from
Egg.
Kentucky?
No, maybe.
No, but he's the Kentucky gentleman. You don't really.
So I'm mad because Egg's voice sounds exactly like I thought it would sound like.
Same.
Well,
I can suddenly hear him speaking in memes.
guess
I love
that's
how
right.
Marlon said he's like, oh yeah, I'll sound American. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
No, alright, well, sorry.
You
It's
don't, you
sometimes.
just sound
It's
like
only
some-
sometimes.
You sound like my kind of accent, which is the fusion of the Vic and Perth one.
Yeah, that makes a lot
Ends
of
up sounding like just monotone shit. Well, yours is better than mine.
That shit. Righto.
So Egg, you have to introduce yourself to the podcast.
Alright, hi, audience. I am Eggroll.
You sound just like
Go
Andrew.
through each name again.
What?
You sound like Andrew.
Oh, yeah, because I'm the same race as him. It's great.
Oh, you know
We
what
all
they
sound
say?
the same.
Wow, racist.
Racism.
Black people can't be racist. I don't know. If you got...
He's got immunity. He can say what the fuck he wants. Right?
Hey, Grohl,
Thank
tell us how you got into K-pop.
Alright, I got into K-pop because some dude in the Love Live Discord server posted a link to cheer up the music video, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then I casually followed twice for a bit. And
Yeah.
then I think like in early 2017, I randomly got like G-Friend and Blackpink dance practice videos in my recommended videos. So I just watched that and I was like, wow, I'm gonna stan G-Friend and listen to all their music. And boom,
What G-Friend song was it?
it was Rough. Rough and
Great-
Nabilera.
Great song. Great song.
God
Yeah.
damn, that's
Yeah.
such a good song. So when did you
Great
start
song.
listening to good K-pop music?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
What about like the classics?
Listen, man,
classics?
Sorcery Baram only hit the scene this year. He didn't have that much time. We've only got a...
I guess I like listened to second gen like in the middle of 2017, so like a few months after I got into it.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew about SNSD, FX, Shiny, SM all day.
Who's your favorite Twice member?
Not Chaeyoung, but probably Momo.
Come on, she's
Nice.
so talented.
She's the most talented.
Yeah.
If you watch 16, you can't like. That's what makes me so mad about JYP because she's the most talented member who gets like the least. Like fucking Dahyun should not even be in a group. That should have
Whoa.
been.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey now.
Dahyun's
she's-
there because she did the Eagle dance when she was 7 years old. That's the long con. Alright, she was playing the game from the
That
start.
makes me. Every time I see her, I'm like, fuck you.
How you gonna do Dubu like that?
I don't even know who that is.
It's an awful video. I hate that video so much.
I love it.
hate
I love it. It's everything.
It's like, because they're all trying to do like, oh, it pierces my ears. So, because Nayeon's voice is louder than everyone else's when they're singing in unison. Terrible. One of the worst experiences I've ever had. And they use it for every single like guide to the group. Just the first introduction to someone's first introduction to Twice. It's just hell.
It's so good.
Chewie calls
think-
herself like a fresh Kiwi or some shit.
I didn't have a Twice bias for a long time until like recently, like when What Is Love came out. So for some reason, Jiho just started standing out like really big time to me.
I think in recent comebacks, she's really standing out.
Because
Her
she's
short
been
hair is pretty
performing like,
good.
yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
even just like looks, like I feel like she has like a lot of charisma when she performs as well now.
Yeah.
They also give her 2 minutes worth of song time. she's like the whole song because
Yeah.
she and Nayeon and no one Chewy now are the only ones that can sing. So
That's probably being generous too.
Chewy's good
yeah.
now. She was good on Yes or Yes.
Yeah.
Chaeyoung can
Chung-
sing, but they
Chung-
don't give her lines to sing. They're just like, okay, rap woman for 10 seconds. Now get the fuck off my song.
And it's not even like rap in a great way. It's rap in like the worst way possible.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
much better than Daeon. She's much better than Daeon.
I think that's probably why SNSD never gave Hoyeon rap, because she probably rapped like as good as Dahyun. They were like, "You're just gonna not sing, sit your ass in the
I
back."
actually like when Chaeyoung raps. I'm a good majority of the time because she's good with what she works with. Dahyun just doesn't have a rapper's voice. She sounds like she's whispering. Like that one. Yeah. She goes down like. Doesn't resolve. Can you go? Dad, let
Just ASMR now. Okay.
Should we talk about
Yeah,
Day
it's not-
Podcast? Who's your bias for Day Podcast?
Oh, hands down, Andrew.
Andrew by far.
We all love Andrew.
My favorite
No.
is Jacob. I love Jacob.
No,
I
wait.
love everybody.
Wait, Cooper.
But-
Cooper's my favorite.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah,
I think
he's a member
Jacob
now.
is
Yeah, he's cool too.
Jacob is quite the bias wrecker.
Jacob is the bias record of Day
Yeah, no
Podcast.
love to Nate.
Yeah.
No, Nathan gives
love
everything
Nate.
a high score. So when he gives what I like a high score, he's my favorite. So that's the catch.
My
If we
friendship with-
agree.
Yeah.
Nate has the best unboxing videos. You want to know something that's hilarious? So there's this like girl who listens to all these K-pop podcasts, and she goes to everyone's podcast and leaves like negative comments. Like I was looking on our podcast, and we said something really stupid about Shiny one day on our podcast, and she left like a page message about like how we were like trash and not being.
But you gotta shout out your podcast.
He already
I
did.
don't have to.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's Unpretty K-pop. It's the worst podcast that you'll ever listen to.
Yeah, follow
Well,
them. Rate them 5 stars. Also,
Smash that like
rate,
button.
rate 5 stars for our podcast too. Thank you.
I
On
joke about,
iTunes. Oh yeah.
about how we're not consistent, but for like being so inconsistent, a lot of people listen, and I just apologize to everybody who will ever. But the same girl left like a comment on Daybotcast like, "This is trash." I'm like, "Bitch, stop listening to podcasts if you hate everything. This is worse."
Well, now we have
But,
our first
yeah.
That's what we
hate
should do.
comment
We
to look
should
forward
leave-
to.
We should just
Yeah.
leave like comments on other podcasts.
Wow,
All
this is
7 of
bad.
them.
Wow,
You
this
should
is so
listen to
bad.
Critical Care.
You should listen to us. The crew.
You should listen to this other one. It's really good.
Like the podcast. What's the podcast with a dude that talks about like AKB? Yeah. Start all with
AKB
him
Talk?
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
guy.
think that's what's
Takahata. That guy.
There's this there's like this K-pop drag queen named like Shots with Soju, and I run like this really like cool K-pop night or whatever, and she sent like her fans because she DM'd me for us to like fly her out to like host the club night or whatever, and I'm like, we don't even like need we're just there having fun. So like underneath our comments, just like random people were like, you know who would be really great here? Shots with Soju. I'm like, bitch, if you don't get out of here, I don't even know if I can call you a bitch because you're like, man.
I don't know if I'm being offensive or not.
Gender non-binary whore. Get out of here. I also tell Daybotcast if anybody's ever like if they ever get into like a fan war or something with another podcast, that's the episode I need to make my appearance on because
I'm waiting
I'll
for
curse everybody.
I'm waiting
out.
for them to get into fan war with us. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The real rift.
I bought
That'll come from inside.
I bought like 5 pairs of Andrew's like sandals that he made. Or, I mean, yeah, like flip flops. If we ever get
Yeah.
into a war, I'm gonna burn
Dongs.
them alive.
You know he gets like $2 out of that.
Huh?
He gets like $2 out of royalties for that.
Well,
Probably.
you got $10 from me. So
Like
Honestly,
burning
Yeah,
LeBron's
that's a
jersey.
meal at Macca's. That's like a full. What's that?
I
Oh
think
no, I got half off, so probably not even.
do I own Dave Podcast? I put money in it.
The investor. It's probably more profit than it's made. $10. Pretty generous.
You know what else we should do on here? We should just pretend like we have ads, and then
Oh yeah.
we
Here's my
So,
loot crate.
This
Yeah.
episode is sponsored
You buy
by
Netflix.
Crunchyroll. Just use
Yeah.
discount code Critical Crew for 50% off your first
Please
month.
do not watch anything on Crunchyroll. Oh, they have shit bit rate. They the real PSA. Don't use Crunchyroll. They've repeatedly nuked their bit rate for no reason. They have no shows. Their subbings are often misspelled.
They give you 5 ads every
They give
2
me like
minutes.
5 ads because I don't pay for premium.
This episode is sponsored by Fallout 76.
But they're the only one on Netflix
Ooh.
with Gintama. So just buy Netflix instead.
If you're an Australian.
Yeah, if you're good. If you're a Yank, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're screwed.
a yank.
Yeah.
Is that what y'all call us in America?
Yankee.
No one in
Yankee.
America uses that word.
Yeah, but it's
I
like
mean,
your
like-
racial slur over here, so you're gonna get that a lot. It's like,
I actually don't use that at all.
I know that is the only word I hear when they come on the radio or like the news. People around just get real mad,
Weird.
really angry. Yeah.
Weird. When Yankees were a
know.
thing, my state wasn't even a state yet, so
Yeah.
Oh, Kansas.
yeah.
Texas was the state. It was just owned by Mexico.
Yeah, this is your history lesson of the day, guys.
Everyone's
What
gonna have a
is-
fun fact about your home state.
Homestead.
That was
A
a joke.
Japanese doomsday cult once stole uranium on a sheep farm in my state.
So
Nice.
uranium is like actually a thing. It's not like imaginary.
What?
No,
Like,
that is what they
of course
make
it
nuclear
is.
bombs out of, my friend. That is definitely a real thing.
It's like
Uranium's very real.
Yeah, if
You
you
can't
remember
tell.
the sarin gas attacks of '95, that was the same group. They just showed up and they took a
The
bunch
happy
of
cult?
yeah, the happy ones. They took a bunch of nuclear stuff and they were stopped at the border because they have uranium. And then the border was like, yeah, nah. And they just left. So
Yeah, nah.
a good thing they didn't do anything with them. They decided to use like sarin or some shit instead, twice.
If you tell me
They
that
tested Ebola on the sheep. Fucked up.
vibranium is real, right? Though
Yeah,
So,
that's the true real metal.
I think that it would like hurt every black person around the world if Black Panther was such a big thing for us.
Shout out to Black Panther.
Shout
Right.
out.
I'll wait for it to win the Oscar over better movies.
We're,
That's why.
we're sponsored by Black Panther.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. Yeah, we have
No.
in
The Marvel Stadium.
yeah Marvel Stadium.
We're
Yeah,
sponsored
like
by the entire Hollywood movie industry, actually.
We're sponsored by the United States, except Alaska. Alaska did not have enough money to pull into our podcast, unfortunately.
Now, Alaska makes money, so I don't know if you guys know this, but you get money for living in Alaska. One, because it's so expensive, but they give like each person there like $10,000. They're like, you know what, girl, thank you.
Well,
We know
That's
it's
like
rough.
a semester's worth of tuition for me.
in
It's down
Kansas,
recently. It used to be higher.
in Kansas, at like the start of it being a state, they used to pay people from Europe to come and just plant trees. But like, it didn't
Really?
work. There's not even that many trees here.
Trees wouldn't grow in most of my state, so it's no point.
all
Might
the
as well
trees get
let it
blown
burn.
over by the wind.
Well, the trees burnt down. They come back for a second. They just burn down.
Yeah.
The suburb, like 30 minutes away from me, was on fire 2 days ago. Just your casual Saturday. It was Australia Day as well. That's a good celebration. Someone let
Happy
off
Australia
fireworks
Day.
or some shit.
Australia Day, Invasion Day.
Invasion Day, man. Get with the time.
Oh,
Get with the
sorry.
times.
I feel like we need to steal that term. I
Honestly,
like
the
that
real
term.
Australia Day is when the hottest 100 is on, so I guess that was yesterday.
Yeah,
Triple
I
J
didn't
has successfully moved Australia Day.
Did you listen to it?
I listened to parts of it. It was
Yeah,
stupid.
I didn't recognize the top 10 that well. I'm really
Australia, I
behind.
recognise they got number one, I think, because it's
Yeah.
like the standard thing that wins Triple J every year, which is some like really sad, someone who rips off Nirvana, who just kind of moans into the microphone. That's the winner of Triple J for the past 10 years, because
Yeah.
it's like the baseline of their audience of people who think they're indie and go to festivals and then die of MDMA overdose. That's the kind of Triple J standard. They played like a clip of Anthony
Double Dutch
Fantano. Oh shit, we're talking at the same time. You go. I'll continue. They played like a clip of Anthony Fantano calling Sicko Mode this generation's Bohemian Rhapsody. Live on air.
The song is not that great. I hate that song.
Well,
So
what did it
that-
get? It got 5 or?
Yeah, it was really high.
Yeah, it got to 5. And I think This Is America was top 6.
Yeah, no, it was a space higher than This America. I remember the Australia subreddit was really angry for some reason. Like, I don't know why.
I thought it would
You're
win
welcome.
This Is America just because that was such a huge song. I
No,
guess.
I have no faith in Triple J. It's going to be like the most popular thing, and there was definitely someone who was watching This Is America like seething with rage, like super mad at whatever.
Yeah, but
What do
was
you
there
mean?
any was there like any K-pop in the top 100?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's
Nah.
good. Good.
Gangnam Style made it super high when that came out, though. Wasn't that number one? I thought that was number one.
Really? I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
that.
think it was really high when it dropped.
Gangnam Style, hottest
Gangnam
100.
Style.
Cool.
This is the only time I tune into Triple J.
Yeah. Triple J is like, I don't listen to the radio at all, really.
Was it? Was that Hottest 100 or the other one? There's like,
Well, it'd be 2012, so what was the hottest 100?
All right, guys, I will have to check out of this voice chat for a little bit. I was just going to get my sister from her job.
All
So,
right. See ya.
if y'all are still here, I will be back in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
No worries.
10 minutes. Time in it.
All right. Don't challenge me because I'm competitive.
We're gonna do the best part while you're
I also
gone.
don't know how to use the internet, so I don't know how to go into this. Oh, I found it. All right. Bye, everybody. I'm gonna be back.
Bye.
Later.
Don't start talking like white supremacist stuff while I'm gone.
Alright.
I'm like the only white person here. Don't even.
Barron is indiscriminate, so he's probably white. All
yeah,
right,
the only full white person here.
I'll be back.
100% white.
Hell yeah, Reddit's working again. I can look at Carolina Panthers.
Oh, God.
Carolina Panthers 2015.
Yeah, the one and only. Not 2016, not 2014, no. 2015.
2015.
Dude, the legend.
Did anything even happen in 2015?
They were supposed to be
Nothing.
pretty good at the beginning of the season, but they weren't.
Didn't they have like that streak in 2016?
I don't remember.
And then they went to the Super Bowl and like pooped. Nope. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know about the sports.
I'm looking at the 2012 hottest 100, and a thrift shop won.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Shout out to when I watched Macklemore at Madison Square Garden.
Macklemore. Love Macklemore.
Was it good?
Yeah, he was hype. They brought in
Nice.
Big Crit, but like he couldn't connect with the crowd. Like
It's all white people.
It's all white people.
Yeah.
I love Big Crit though. I like Big Crit
They
a lot more.
brought in Big
Every
Crit,
hip hop festival's all white people
Tyler
now.
Perry, and like the crowd was dead. They didn't they couldn't connect.
No, there's like Rolling. Is it Rolling Loud here? It's Rolling Loud here. That's the hip hop one, and I mean it's all white. There's no black people here. There aren't any. Like there's if you count like indigenous as black, there's black people, but there's no African Americans. I've never seen a single person from America even. Yeah. So,
Really?
well, not that lives here. Not like it's part of society. They normally just leave super quick. I get tired of it. Which is fair. Especially if you move to Perth, there's not a whole lot to do.
Love Perth. I love Fremantle.
Yeah, but do you? But do you though? But do you? Like, what hour are you out at
I
Fremantle?
only go there once. I only go there once a year, like for a weekend.
So that's like a good chance of getting glass stabbed or beaten. Like a very high chance. Fremantle? Dude.
Really? I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Oh no.
Especially the train line. You just get mobbed on the train for just sitting there.
Well, it's a
one
lovely
of the
place.
worst suburbs in it's not even. It's like its own city. It's terrible. Like it's like a tourist trap, which is why there's even more crime
Yeah.
because all the Chinese tourists come over here and then just get attacked and booked for all their
Well,
Yeah, robbery.
money.
Australia sounds like a pretty shit place.
Yeah, it's like just avoid every second suburb and you won't get robbed. That's my MO.
yeah.
P Nation updates. Hyuna and Hyojung.
Oh yeah.
Breaking news.
Can someone explain the P Nation thing to me? Is it just size
Sigh.
agency?
It's
Like,
size label.
Horrible
Yeah.
name for a
Did he just
company.
farm it or
Because-
something?
Yeah,
Jade's made it
pretty sure.
after he left YG.
And
Oh.
it's gonna produce some amazing stuff.
Who's
Hyuna,
actually signed to it besides Hyuna and
Just-
Edom?
Jesse.
So-
Sai
Oh,
Jesse is also signed to.
and Jesse yeah.
Not
Just-
Hyuna.
It's Jesse.
Oh my god. I'm confusing her with Jessie. Oops. Sorry.
Oh, Hyuna has her own thing. She's on like Bridge with a 3.
Yeah.
He was also looking for
Is it Bride
trainees.
with a 3? What's her label called?
Gabby Google.
Jolin.
Yolin. Record label.
The Starship, but she
It's
has
not
her own
Starship.
thing.
Come on. Google.
It's Bride. It's Bride of the 3.
Uh,
Her production company. The Bridge 3.
That's a
with a
dumb
special
name.
3.
Listen, there's definitely worse company names. Like all the companies that are just their stage names, like JYP and YG.
I mean, P
I kinda
Nation is
like
pretty
those.
bad.
They're, like, easy to remember.
P Nation is pretty bad. Like,
Just because of their acronyms, though, you'd be able to remember them if they were like SM, which is just Lee Suman's initial.
What if it was LSM?
Awesome.
Yeah, SM sounds way better than LSM.
What if it was S&M?
Be much better.
Kinky.
It is LCK.
I like Blockberry Creative. Like
BBC.
people say BBC. Yeah. Not that there's any other company like that.
No, there's anything that can conflict with.
I think no one would be confused by that.
No, but it's great. It's great Photoshop potential because you just learn it photoshopped into actual important BBC moments.
BBC.
So like Twitter is like BBC. I feel bad if like any BBC employee, like the actual one, it's just like sitting there one. All of us get real mad on Twitter. It's like fuck, what have we done?
Stanley.
Yeah. Like
What
Stan
part of
Luna.
Korea have we pissed off?
fuck BBC. I was like, oh, which one?
There's like 15 people in Blockberry. That came out the other day.
about that.
Probably why they can't do fansline things. Just one guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could, or you just go back to sleep.
They open up any job offers Need a job.
They did. That was what that was for. That was a job offer.
Yeah. Though
That's
they
the
like
price on the fine print is no thirsty fanboys. Stay away.
thirsty fanboys. Ah, alright, I just gotta get incognito.
No Australians that
Name.
can't speak Korean.
Yeah. They need me.
That's what they said.
I'll be
For
security
this
guard.
last one. Ziho said it in like a live. She was like, that would ruin the illusion. Like just dead ass on the like some fan asking to become a manager. Like, okay.
That's like a respectable answer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
what
like
if you become a fan?
it's the
once you
truth.
get the
Like
job?
if you,
I mean, you probably would if you're working with people, but it wouldn't be like a fan kind of thing. It'd be like a
It's like, yeah, they're just people I
you
work
know
with.
those people. They're just people you work with, acquaintances.
it does kind of ruin the illusion. Like I'm not sure if you saw that whole 101 scandal where like they accidentally went live and like they were cursing and stuff behind the scenes and people were so upset at all of them for cursing and stuff, and I'm just like, what do
What, the
you
members?
expect?
No, you can't curse at any time. Not gonna.
Like that's everything else I get except swearing. Like, who cares?
I know, it's so stupid.
Dude, idol swearing would be like the best.
I know.
On camera.
They have to town at every concert for a while. Just kept screaming, "You guys are fucking awesome!" And then she would just.
Everyone loves her for it.
And they called her out on it like at one point, and she censored herself the next concert, but you can still tell what she's saying. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, she's like 30. They don't care anymore. Alright, she's past the idol expiry date, according to most Koreans.
Yeah, but what if like a cherry bomb? No, not cherry bomb. Cherry bullet member like swears. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Like one of the
Like straight up,
flyers.
like just debuts. Like scandals. That's what we need.
Can't imagine, like, a scandal over swearing. I mean, people
Yeah.
got really mad over Jonghyun, like, swearing in some Twice video.
And she wasn't even swearing. People
Yeah, it
thought
was
she
like a
was swearing.
toned down version of it, or whatever, but it was basically like Nayeon got stuck in the stairs and just like, oh, that's really fucking funny. Starts laughing at her.
Yeah.
But I think it was like free. It's like the freaking equivalent. So it wasn't
Yeah.
even.
It was close enough. Therefore,
enough
she
for the
should make a group.
pitchforks to come out.
Yeah.
I love all the Twice scandals. They're all really dumb.
How long should
Not a
these
single one of them.
podcast sessions go for?
I don't
7
know.
hours.
So,
4 hours.
I just figured this one would probably be the long one, and then we might stick to like an hour next time.
yeah.
We have basically no direction, so we've just been kind of rambling for like
How long has it been?
it's been a while.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Come on, man, it's an intro podcast. You don't need direction.
Since like
I don't need it.
intro podcast, just get to know us.
Howdy.
It looks like
Which
it was
member do you hate the most?
we've been going for like 2 hours now.
Barron.
Yeah, we did.
Wait.
We did talk before, and we did want to do like one thing at the end about the stuff that we currently hate instead of the stuff that we love. So
Oh, that's a much better idea. I'm very good at
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
I'm all
no
about
one's
this.
picked up on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fitting for this
do that.
podcast.
What if you don't hate anything? Just leave.
Yeah, like Nate.
That's why Nate's not on the members list, alright? He wouldn't make the cut. Or people that type iconic to every song that comes out. Half Stanford is gone.
Nah,
Yeah.
man. You just, I do that as a joke. I mean, or not.
A little bit of a joke.
Little
Depends
bit.
what it is.
Little bit. I'm too tired to write an actual comment.
If there's things that I like hate, okay, it's different with each thing. Like I never have a consistent hatred. I'm just like, wow, I really don't like this at all. I just close off.
Well, like at the
Yeah,
moment,
like I'm indifferent to a lot of groups, but I don't really hate that many.
I don't like reusing songs for different countries. I don't
Don't
like.
they all do that?
Yeah, so I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't
You
like
just hate regular.
Yeah, I liked when it was in English and Korean. That makes the most sense to me. But
Yeah.
the Chinese one is bad.
Wavy.
And when they do Japanese versions
Well,
of
that's
songs, they
controversial.
don't know how to speak the language. So, like,
Is
it
it?
is. It sounds like the awkwardness of the English version, but worse. Like when Twice does it, it doesn't even sound like they're speaking Japanese. Even the Japanese members, it doesn't sound like they're speaking Japanese.
Yeah.
Which is really
I think
funny.
that's for a lot of
It's
K-pop groups. Doesn't like I
Yeah.
heard someone said that for like EXO, their Japanese releases don't sound like Japanese.
Yeah,
But
I
it
have no
is.
idea because they speak it like it's Korean, so they have different endings to words and different like conjoinings and shit like that. That's not a word.
Yeah.
They have different ways they punctuate each word in comparison to the Japanese, which is just and then stops.
Yeah.
Korean is more da da da. Like they split words a lot more. So when they sing in Japanese, they sing like it's Korean. So they like there's constantly words being cut off halfway through and then continued in the next line. And it's really
I think it's kind of hard to talk about hate groups I hate because I just avoid groups I hate.
I don't have any groups I
I don't
hate,
know.
but like I just have topics like that I'm thinking about that like this is stupid at the moment. Like the YG Treasure Box thing. I still hate the name Treasure
Treasure?
Box.
Yeah, I'm.
Isn't
And
it
so-
just Treasure now?
Can you
Yeah,
explain
it's
this to me?
Treasure. Okay,
Yeah, what happened?
so YG like he had the whole show with Treasure Box. He just announced today that the like winners of that show, their name is Treasure. And I'm just like, this is really creepy considering there are members that are like 14.
That's bad luck.
They're the other name people.
yeah. They named Itsy.
I mean, the other name that they were
Itsy
like
Bitsy.
people were
Yeah, what if
thinking.
they were animals?
Itsy bitsy
What if they're all
spider.
dogs?
They were thinking
Yeah,
that they were
see,
gonna
that's
name them Magnum, and I'm like, that's even worse. No.
That's way worse.
Condom from a Magnum dong.
Isn't a brand too? I think Magnum. I think the ice cream. So
Ah, Magnum, yeah. Love me a Magnum.
that's the best one. Connoisseur makes better Magnum shit, but they're more expensive.
Have a golden gay time with your Magnum.
Golden Gate Time's good. They haven't changed the name since the 30s, and then anytime anyone sees the name, they're like, ha ha, fuck yeah. It's Gay Time in the box.
I'm gonna have a gay time in the bathtub. Like,
It's the same joke, the same school round. Like, no, what are you gonna get for lunch, Mike? Oh, fucking Gay Time.
yeah, mate.
Gay Time on a stick. Like, shut up. Heard it all before.
I haven't heard in a while, so I love it.
Well, it's probably because you've like aged past the people that look at the Golden Gate Time and then just start laughing. Like that's
You know, I actually only had my first golden gay time like a few years ago.
how.
I don't know. I never got it.
Do you not go to like public pools? They
No.
sell Golden Gate Times there all the time.
Just never thought to get it myself. Really.
Shaking my head.
I got around to it.
I suppose another thing I hate, but not necessarily hate, is like just most of the new groups. I just don't care. Like they always release a song. It's something I've heard before, and I just click off. Right.
Yeah. It
I
was
feel
just like
like
forgettable.
Yeah, everyone is always like, "Oh, this is a good time for groups to debut," because 2019, you know, there's much more K-pop exposure. But I think it's a lot worse because all these groups are doing stuff that we've heard 6 years prior, and then are wondering why they're not competing with like the guaranteed successful groups like the ASM and the YG ones. I mean, it's because
Yeah.
you're doing the same thing, but not only worse, but with worse management and advertising abilities. So that's why like groups like Playback, who don't exist anymore.
Never
Don't
know
worry.
what group.
I don't know. They're fucking. Is it Playback? It's Playback, I think. The net talks about it a lot.
Like I understand why they do like the survival shows because it gives you like an ingrained fan base when you start as a group. But
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can't be
Some-
bothered to follow those survival groups. Like I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
I Oh, I actually didn't like IOI. Never mind, I'll take that back. Most of IOI's music was bad.
Like,
Like,
the
I'm
only
not a fan.
formed from a survival show that I like is From Us, and I didn't
Yeah,
even know
From
that
Us
they
is
were
good.
from a. I didn't even know they
Yeah.
were from one until after. Or
And everyone was real
remember,
mad because I just picked the pretty members. So
I remember like
they just-
the advertisements for Ida School, and like I looked at the things, like the pictures of all the contestants, and I'm like, this show's gonna bomb. It's not gonna produce a good group. It's just gonna suck. And
Yeah, well, that's what
I do
everyone
love
thought at first. And when it came out,
Yeah.
everyone was super mad. And everyone's super mad at every end of every survival show. Like they were really mad at P48, which is really funny to me. I love the Discord because it was like a live, not the Discord, live Reddit thread, and it
Yeah.
is incredible. They were so mad,
Yeah.
because all the AKB48 stands were like out in droves
Oh
for
no,
the 9 people that died during the final episode or whatever.
it was so rough. I remember, like I watched it.
Don't.
And
Essentially, they just became big twice.
everyone was gone.
I
Everyone that
figured
was
it
good.
out.
Hello.
Welcome.
why, hello there.
Hello.
I'm not the only girl now.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Yeah, howdy.
Okay, we should probably introduce you
Yeah.
then.
Yes.
So yeah.
I don't know what y'all are doing, so I'm just here.
Joccarri's back as well. We've got the full.
We've got the
Seven
full
girl
cast. Wow.
7 deadly sins.
Pick your
What's-
phone now on your phones.
Can I be gluttony?
I'll be green.
I'm
Pride.
sloth. I'm
One
sloth.
that lives to the end.
All right.
Does he?
Okay, Aubrey, why don't you just like
Alrighty.
introduce yourself, like say how you got into K-pop, like yeah.
How old you are?
Your name is probably
We need to
important
know.
as well.
ASL.
Yeah, ASL. How you
The
got
Are we
dead
talking
weight.
to a
Pretty
specific
legend.
person right now?
No, we're just
Talking to,
talking.
like, all 6 members.
Yeah, we're all
I
talking.
joined later, so I didn't know if like y'all were being specific.
Nah. Introduce yourself to the world. Really.
I am Aubrey. That is me.
Hi,
I'm
Aubrey.
28, and it's sad.
Hi, all.
Oh, this is so weird.
This is the most awkward it's been. You brought the
really
awkward.
Yes.
So how'd you get into K-pop?
Oh lord.
Yeah, that's the real one.
Well, I liked Gangnam Style when it came out. I did, honestly. I didn't laugh at it, but
Yeah.
I didn't get into it until I watched the Fine Bros YouTubers react to K-pop,
Ah, yeah.
and they had Girls' Generation, and I kind of looked that up, and then listened to that for like a year, but never got into them. And then I rewatched the episode, and I saw Jackson being a dumbass in the Just Right video, so I looked up more, and then it's down the hole. And that's like fall 2016.
Wow.
What are your
I don't know about
current
all.
favorite groups?
Oh, males are GOT7, Pentagon, ATEEZ, Shiny, and VIX. Females, Blackpink, Momoland, Oh My Girl, Wiki Mickey, and Nature, which we all
Whoa.
know about Nature.
Oh, Wiki Mickey.
Nature. We weren't talking anything about nature before. Like
That's my week.
We can't bring that one up.
we love nature here at.
Oh yeah,
Gonna keep crushing.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, man. I like nature.
Now you're gonna have to go back and listen to all of
I
it.
didn't like, and now you brought up Waki Meki, and now I'm gonna feel bad talking shit about Waki. So I'm
I
not gonna
love
talk
Wiki
shit.
Mickey. They are
This is-
great in fucking shows, just in
They
general.
have good good variety appearances.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's-
They're probably one of my favorite branch groups, only because the other ones are even worse.
The other one's really bad.
I do kind of agree with that, for sure.
Like, I mean, if we're comparing, like, Cosmic Girls is the only really good one. And then there's, like, Working Meki just below. Priston's dead, so they don't count. Guys were bad. I can't even name the other
Wait,
one.
is that how you're supposed to pronounce that?
No, I think it's
What?
pristine, right?
No,
Is it
no,
Kristen?
no, no. It's Kristen. I'm referring to DIA, which is the way I say it.
I
I
just say
just said
Daya.
Daya.
Oh
It's
wow.
not like
Okay.
EXID.
Daya.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. I remember saying that out loud, and then someone's just like, "No," they just like stopped the conversation. Like,
Guys, did you know it was
EXID?
Exit?
Exit.
It's like when you read the Korean.
Exit sounds like a disease, so I do get why people don't want to have it called that.
Yeah.
Exit.
It's like
It's
girls'
not the worst
generation
group name.
is snid. Snid.
SNSD.
Sonashide.